Good morning. It's always funny just waiting on the live to hit. You're just kind of standing there like, da da da. So good morning. Yeah, I'm live. Oh my gosh. And it's a Monday. It's a Monday morning, and I found myself with like 7 minutes that I could go live. And I know a few of you have been asking to see my house. Sometimes I do, hi mom, good morning. Sometimes I've done, little tours of my house. My house is not anything awesome. Good morning, Christy. But I thought I would come on and show you guys just a little bit of my house, maybe a little section at a time instead of a big tour. And so here we are. So welcome to my house. And this is one little section because I kind of do each little table kind of different. And so I thought, well, I better get on the stick because I only have so many sections and there's only so many days left. So anyway, here we go. So this is my antique cabinet that I was lucky enough to get a hold of, and it just so happened the back is very rickety. I know I've posted a picture of this cabinet. The back is kind of rickety to hang, and I was going to have my husband reinforce it so I could hang it, but I found this table upstairs in one of the guest bedrooms, and it matches perfectly. I've had it all over the place. I think I had it here in the living room last. And I brought it down from the bedroom, and then it was just sitting there, and I thought this matched really well. So I just set it there for now. So anyway, so across the top, if you guys follow Barb at the Shabby Tree, I think everybody follows Barb, and she's all about silver. Well, I have always been watching for silver trays, and I love silver as well, but she was talking about elevating and lifting everything. So I found this with my friend Julie. We always go antique shopping. You guys know Julie. So this, I got to take my artichoke off of there. Everybody should have a frosted artichoke, right? With a doily. I don't know why, but it looks pretty. So anyway, I found this thing, and it's just I don't even know what it is. It doesn't sit super straight. But what I was looking for, see, now here we go. I'm getting off track. Well, what I was looking for was a stand for my Bible tree. So I made this stack of Bibles. I have seen book trees, but I hadn't seen a Bible tree. And I even went on Pinterest, and at the time, there was not a Bible tree. So I wanted this stand to put under the books, but because the stand is not perfectly flat, it's a little wonky, and it was so high for how heavy the books were. I don't know, I was a little bit nervous about it, so I didn't use it as I had intended. But where I was going with this is I'm thinking I might use E6000 glue and put the bowl on top of this to make a like a server, or something for a centerpiece. Like instead of a dough bowl, I would have a silver server. So we'll see. But for now, I kept them separately just to make sure. The other idea was she makes wreaths out of her. She makes wreaths out of her silver trays. This bowl is quite large. Actually, you probably can't really tell, but it's pretty big, and it's all it's got all of the, where are you? There you are. It's got all of the little detail carvings and stuff like that. So what you do with the bowl, that's the first bowl I had bought, and she inspired me to do that, was because she would put a big tray behind it, and then she would put like a smaller bowl inside and sort of make a hanging sort of wreath sort of thing. And so that was kind of the beginning of that idea, but now I'm like torn what to do with it. So I'm not doing anything with it right now. My guy Doug that works with us, he cut out a bunch of deer last year, and this was one of them that I painted, and then I added the brooch to it. And then this is a candlestick, a birch candlestick, which I know you guys where are you looking? Let's see. Oh, there you are. Okay, this is a birch candlestick. And then I had this arrangement that we made, but I made it separate from the candlestick. You see, it's separate because I use this candlestick all year round. So sometimes I put it away in the heat of the summer, but it's great for fall. Hang on a minute. Oh, I dropped a bulb. So anyway, there's that. And then on down here, I'm not sure I've shown you guys this yet, but it's a treasure that I found. And it is a old, I'm just gonna do it this way so I can see what you guys can see, but it's a train car. I can't turn you now that I've started the video, but it's really old and I thought it was perfect for Christmas. I know I've posted pictures, but honestly, I just set it on my cabinet with a candle, and you know I love the battery operated candles. This one's on a timer, so I can turn it on in the day when I'm here, or I can turn it, to where it comes on in the evening. Love that. And then I just have a couple of little cute snowmen and a tree. Let me see here. So I want to show you inside my cabinet though, because I have a really unusual collection. It's not really unusual if you're like an Instagram person and you follow the people I do, but it's something that's very different and very interesting to me. And I know that a lot of you guys like what I like, so I want to show you. So when you're, let me just move these guys because they're going to fall. When you're out and about antique shopping, you might see something that you've not really thought of to look at and take a minute to see. But these Crocs, watch for the Crocs in your area. These were both from Sandusky, Ohio. They're both, I think the writing is backwards for you guys, I think. But it's, they're little wine Crocs. Julie got me one for a gift, and the other one I got myself at one of the shows. This little wooden heart I found in Las Vegas. You can't afford things in Las Vegas, so I did buy that because I thought it was adorable, and Tammy loves, so I had to have a heart. And then this tiny little doorknob. Those of you that have followed me knows that I've had this doorknob everywhere. The little old bottle, let me see, was it? No, Chicago, Illinois. I have a lot of bottles from Ohio, but this one says Chicago, Illinois. This is a drawer pull, and I just put some seam binding, here I just used muslin and a little bit of yarn. Then I've got some stacks of paper in the back. You guys know I used to have all these stacks of paper at the shop. There's another little stack of paper back there. And then this really cool old bowl. Now these bowls, this is what's interesting. These bowls and these little jars that you'll see all around my house, and like this jar here and these jars here. These are from France. Everything really comes from England, and they are like this, that you do something called, this is so interesting, you do something called mudlarking, okay? So I did not know what mudlarking was, but there's a man, good morning.
Good morning.
There's a man that comes to the Springfield show, and he's got the most wonderful accent. Julie and I could listen to him talk all day long. And anyway, he has a great booth with all of these things. And these things can get a little pricey. His prices are really, really reasonable. But he was telling us about mudlarking. And he says, look it up on YouTube. So when we got to the hotel room that night, we were just like all about it. And it was so interesting. But they actually schlep through the mud along the riverbanks, and they dig these things out. They say they are unearthed. So you'll see broken things like this, which, he sells all of his broken pieces for $2. So I took my broken piece. Good morning. Hi. I'm live. Say good morning. The girls are.
Ladies, have a good day.
Bye. The girls are coming in for work. So anyway, so I filled this with, lentils. These are called lentils. A lot of times we'll use coffee beans or whatever, but these are lentils. And the only place I could find them was on Amazon. But like this one, you can see the cracks and chips, and it is not perfect. But when you know the history and what these things have been through, it's so cool to have them even at all intact. It's just really cool. So I take my broken one and just tuck it down there right like that. This platter back here is ironstone. It's just a very heavy, and the same with this, and these are my old organ poles, but ironstone is just an all white, very heavy, and this is too, this little platter right here is ironstone as well. But ironstone's just very heavy white, usually has a lot of crazing, which is like cracks and imperfections. And I love it with, because it shows up so great with all of the dark wood. And it also kind of neutralizes your decor. It makes a great backdrop when you prop the plate up, like that one down there. It kind of gives you a backdrop. But anyway, so we've had a lot of fun searching for unearthed things from France, from England, wherever. I mean, there are a lot of places that have this sort of thing. You just read the labels and you learn about it, and that's what Julie and I have been doing. So anyway, this is our little, my little section that I'm going to show you today of my house. Whoops. Oh, and there's my hat that I made. You guys remember when I was working, I was in an online group with Tracy's Fancy, and we decorated these hats. And of course, they went fancy and whimsical and colorful, and I had to stay true to my look and went very vintage. So I love it, and I hang it on this little, I don't even know what it is. My husband thinks it's one of the silliest things that I have. He doesn't get it. And I don't know what it is, but I love it. It's like a giant finial or something. I don't know, but I love it. So put this all back together. I'm going to give you guys one last look. And if you think this is silly, just jump out. You don't have to watch, but I know there's so many that have, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 of you have messaged me through Messenger asking if I was going to show my house. So I thought I needed to just maybe show you little things like this each day until Christmas. So there you go. Let me stand back so you can see my how it lays in my house. And then if I span around here, that goes to my basement, and then there's my kitchen, and there's Angie waiting on me. So I gotta go. We gotta get to work. So you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and I'll bring you some more another day. Bye.